This is a HeadGum podcast.
Again, it feels like forever since we've been here recording.
I know, these collab episodes, man.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that fucking long ass, like almost 2 hours
Jesus
episode.
Christ. I could not
lot.
believe it when we were done, because it didn't even feel like that long when we were recording it.
Yeah, like at one point, like we stopped for like the ad at like 50 minutes and we were like, whoa, wait, it's already been 50 minutes. We got a lot more to talk about.
And we had so
like,
many questions left to talk about, yeah.
Yeah.
But hello, this is Coffee with Rachel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris, and we're not talking about Harry Potter today.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little Harry Pottered out at this point.
Oh my god.
Not like to drag it or anything. I just like, I need to absorb other media at this point in my time. Because I feel like I've been like Harry Potter centric since like October.
Yeah.
And it's time for me
I understand.
to
You don't want
put it
to
down
ruin
for
it.
a moment.
You don't want to ruin it.
Yeah. I gotta read some more shit, do some more shit, and then we'll do the second reread, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with some more, filler on the side.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So what are we drinking? We just have our Whole Foods ass coffee.
Yeah, but it's not the hometown Adele blend,
From my hometown.
This is the organic Pacific Rim Vienna roast.
Ooh,
because they were out of the hometown
my
kind.
rim, yeah. It's not as good as the hometown.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's not as good.
It's like a little watery. That's why I was kind of confused when we drank it, because I was like, I just assumed it was going to be the same thing that we normally always get.
They haven't had it for the past couple days when I've gone in, and I swear, if
Whole
it's
Foods
gone,
is fucking up. They don't have my arugula anymore, and like,
Whole
what am I going to
Foods-
do without my arugula?
depending on like what day of the week you go in there, there will be different selections of like lettuce mixes and whatnot.
I have no idea what's going on in that store, honestly.
It's very confusing, but
I never
still
thought
love
I
them.
would be the type of person that could even afford to shop there, to be honest
But
with you.
they have some good produce, and man,
I barely can, to be honest. Like, it's because their shit lasts longer that I end up saving money, because I don't end up throwing anything away. Because the lettuce, for me, a Trader Joe's bag of lettuce, I was just on the phone talking to Steph about this, it lasts like maybe 2 to 3 days, and then it gets all slimy.
By 2 days, it's already getting moist.
Yeah, by 2 days, she's wilted. By 3 days, she's moist. By 4th day,
It's gone,
she's
girl.
gone. With the Whole Foods lettuce, it's like, it comes very dry like me, and it stays, like, I go through the entire thing of it without it ever getting fucking weird, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Their
feel it.
onions, though, and shallots are strong as fuck.
They are absolutely, we had to, like, almost evacuate the apartment yesterday, because we made pasta and we used shallots. And normally I'm like a little bit stronger around the onion, because I think I am part onion.
Yeah.
Especially when my hair's pulled up like this. I literally look like an onion. But, I even died a little.
We were crying.
It was a lot.
It was something. So let's do this coffee fact.
Yeah, I would
which
love to.
Some people sip sweet coffee out of a waffy, a chocolate-lined crunchy waffle cup.
So like a cone that you get.
So like the waffle cup that you get for ice cream, but lined with chocolate with coffee in it.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds like a nice dessert.
Yeah.
Wow.
A cappuccino.
Yeah. And that's something that we could have, because, depending on the chocolate, it won't have dairy in it. And
A lot of chocolate doesn't even have dairy in it.
Yeah. Fucking milk chocolate.
Yeah, well, duh. It's right in the name.
Oh my god.
But I really want to get a waffle iron. Totally unrelated. Know that you absolutely cannot make a waffle cup out of a waffle iron.
Yeah.
But bitch, ever since college has been over, we were blessed having those 2 waffle irons at school.
And I gotta say, since we cannot do the pancake,
Nope.
maybe the waffle can happen.
I feel like I have more success with a waffle because it does the work for you.
We have had success with the French toast.
Yes.
So, especially when we did it with the, what's that stuff? The
eggnog stuff?
The eggnog stuff. Yeah, from
It was
So
a little
Delicious.
too sweet for me, but like,
It was a nice delicacy.
I think a waffle iron would solve a lot of problems. However, where
I'm
the
here.
fuck are we going to put that? Like,
Yeah.
that's not something I'm leaving out.
There's a lot of, different items like that I'd like to have, but they
I
want to
be the bitch in the before commercial part of the Magic Bullet where I've got all the appliances and it's like black and white and she's fumbling with all of them. Like, that's me, because I am sorry, but I don't want my machine to do 800 things because it's going to die in like a moment because I'm going to use it so much. I mean, honestly, what's going to be a food processor slash waffle maker?
Yeah.
I don't think that processor.
You heard it here first. We're going to invent it. We'll come back to you guys.
Yeah.
It'll be the all-around thing.
Now, my question is, are we going to go for the classic circle Belgian waffle shape, or are we going for, like, the square?
I was thinking the Belgian.
Me fucking too.
Because that's what was at Millersville.
Now, when you eat a Belgian waffle, do you cut down on the little slit? You know what I mean? And break her into like 4...
The wedges?
Wedges.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yes.
I haven't had a waffle in forever, man.
Yeah, I need a waffle now. Fuck.
I wonder how hard it is to make a dairy-free waffle. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Yeah, probably not. You know, that leaves less room to fuck up because it's getting heated on both sides. You just have to close it, flip it, and there you go.
I love the little like flick of the wrist. It's like I'm playing tennis with my breakfast.
In between that and like making a panini, you really can't go wrong.
Making a panini. You can actually make a panini in the waffle iron.
Yeah, I know.
There's so many waffle iron hack videos that I've seen, and I'm like, every time I watch it, I'm like, who has a waffle iron? I'm gonna be that broad with a waffle iron. There's waffle iron potatoes. Like a shredded potato.
Doing like hash browns in it.
Yeah, bitch. And we have a potato ricer to take all that moisture out. Just like me. Wow. I bet I was potato rice when I was born.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. Also, isn't that bleach? Like, bleach also potato riced my hair.
Oh my god.
If you don't know what a potato ricer is, it's like kind of like a garlic press, but it just like presses all of the water out of a vegetable, you know? So
when you were telling me that like we needed to get this for latkes, I was like really confused as to like what it was. You thought I was going to be
making rice shapes out of potato?
Yeah, I was like, why do we need this?
You can do it with like any vegetable that you want to like crisp up, so you remove the water from it. Like you could do it with carrots or zucchini. Any of that.
Yeah. It was zoodles, you know, if you want them a little drier, I guess.
I haven't had a zoodle in fuck. I mean, are zucchini even in style right now?
That was that one era where we were just zoodling all the time. And now...
I hate everything about that sentence. That's because it was really hot, you know, it was really trendy.
Yeah.
What's the latest food trend right now?
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, you showed me that there's macaroon ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, but I mean, they've been around a little while, but they just got them here in Seattle.
I don't know. The last I heard was Cronuts, so I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, I mean, there was like Rainbow Bagel. Come on, you saw her.
Oh, yeah, true. Was that after that?
Though I saw a video on my subscription feed that was how to make a bagel out of cauliflower, and I still need to watch it because I'm convinced that is something I need to know more about because it's confusing to even. I can't even do it.
Once you showed me the carrot lox, I was like, anything is possible.
Yo, honestly, the vegans are like scientists.
Yeah.
They made a carrot hot dog, and it's like, you think about it, you're like, that doesn't make sense. And then it literally looks like Ballpark Frank out the ass.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? I mean, it's not going to taste like a hot dog.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Usually it's the looks, not the taste.
Yeah, that's the whole vegan fucking food industry is like, looks like what it's supposed to look like, will not taste like it.
Yeah.
Like mac and cheese. It's gonna taste like turmeric. Like, I'm sorry, I get it. You put the turmeric in there for the color, but it's still gonna taste like turmeric, and I don't normally put that in my mac and cheese.
Yeah. Also, the only thing
egg, too. They put, like, curry powder in the eggs.
The only thing that defies this is the tempeh bacon, because it looks nor tastes like bacon, so I don't know why it exists.
What happened with that. I don't understand it. I'm just really still not here for, like, the fake meat other than, like, I don't know, like,
the
ground
burgers
beef.
We get at the cafe that we go to, they honestly are pretty good. They're a little dry, but like they fool me.
Yeah, and the chorizo is really solid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So when we were at Ashley and Mallory's place, they have this restaurant that's, like, in the area, and they have, like, several vegan, like, brunch options, and they're all, like, Mexican food, and it was so good.
That burrito was beefy.
I never lived... I took everyone's cilantro.
Yeah, you did.
Like, literally the whole table.
Fuck.
But it was so good. I forget what I got. Like, sweet potato, like, huevos, rancheros type
Yeah,
thing.
mine was, like, breakfast burrito with, like, chorizo and potatoes and all that kind of shit inside of it.
Chorizo that's not real is like absolutely one of the best things that the vegans
honestly,
have done.
I don't. What did you just say?
The vegans.
It's
the vegetarians
I thought you said veterans.
and the
I was
vegans.
like, what?
The veterans. They brought the chorizo.
I don't know if I've actually had chorizo like before.
I had it when we went to the brunch place we used to go to that we don't go to now.
Portage Bay.
Yeah, they had one of the things that I would get had chorizo on it.
Okay.
It cost more money, so I only did it like once. You know.
Yeah, when you were feeling bougie.
I'm not that kind of person. When the dish is already 13, I'm not adding anything on. Are you kidding? But then there's that one time when you're like, I need that chorizo. I need that avocado.
Not today, bitch.
Fuck. Avocados are probably about to spike in price.
Goddamn.
Honestly.
Speaking about food, we've been watching a little bit of Chopped lately, which
a little Chopped.
They changed the intro of it. Honestly, Food Network making all the wrong choices in this moment of my life.
I don't mind it. I like knowing
I like
I'm gonna see.
What is it, like 4 chefs, 3 baskets, like 2 assholes.
That's true.
You know, I miss that.
The one woman that they always show who's like flipping out, and it's me. You know what I'm talking
like
about.
that intro got me tense already to be prepared for that episode.
That show is like, I have to be eating and I have to be in like an aggravated mood to watch it. Is that weird?
Although I gotta say, the new episodes are really stepping up the weird ingredients.
Yeah, they're making them really hard.
I'm here for it, because before it was like...
broccolini. Bitch, we fucking know what that is. Like, don't act like... okay, if I see another fucking rainbow carrot, it's literally like...
a carrot.
That's
just
a
like,
throwaway. I'm sorry. Plums. Plums! Are you kidding? In a dessert round? Florals for spring? Get out of here. But anyway, what were we going to talk about?
Bread pudding.
Bread pudding.
Well, we have been seeing a lot of commercials playing during it, and literally by a lot of commercials, I mean the same commercial, just shown 20 times over.
Now, to give context, when you watch Food Network on Sling, it literally shows you the same exact commercial like 40 times in one like 3-minute clip.
It's very odd.
And so now I'm being haunted by this commercial for fuel. Like literally for fuel.
I have to feel like that is...
It's propane, right?
Yeah, it's propane. I have to feel like that's a sign that, you know, things are shifting away from fuel. That they're like, all right, we got to start advertising because, like, we're losing people. Like,
it's literally like this hideous dog with, like, this... It has to be CGI because no dog would stand for this kind of destruction of our planet. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that poor dog, if it's a real dog, like, does he know what he's doing?
I hope they don't tell him.
Yeah, me neither.
You know?
But it's like, we love propane because we can live anywhere on the farms that we want.
Yeah, you know, they advertise to that demographic. You know, they got, like, the dirty truck on the dirt road and, like, the barbecue, you know? But, like, I thought
it was a Ford commercial half the moments.
Yeah, but I thought it was, like, a Purina or something, like, for the
Beneful,
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
apparently Beneful is like terrible for
full
everyone.
Of shit.
It's apparently like made a lot of dogs sick. But
wow.
Do your research
that
on your pet food.
Seems to be with a lot of everything.
I know.
Just making everybody sick all the time.
Listen, I'm not going to buy propane just because some sad dog tells me to. It's not going to happen.
We watched an episode and they they did the stereotypical thing. They had a guy that was like 23 and they were like, this lazy millennial.
And he won.
He fucking won.
The thing was he was from Colorado and he also he's like a chef, but he grows weed and makes edibles, which like what a vibe there.
But he was like not just like making edibles, like he was like doing fun things with recipes since he's a chef, like trying to make fun edibles, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's been some really weird ones. Like you can get like weed lattes, which honestly sounds like a heart attack.
Oh
like,
god, that sounds horrible.
Let's
that sounds
mix espresso with weed. That sounds like a fucking panic attack
like,
in a cup.
What is that alcoholic drink that was like
Four Loko, but it's like Four Blazo. And it's just me. It's that picture of the skeleton exiting its body. Like that's gonna be me. I will never do that. I'm sorry, but
fucking shit.
Yeah, like they were like, oh man, you're so lazy because you made a dish that like is part of like what you like your style of cooking. Meanwhile, you get like some sweaty 50-year-old, and they're like, we like that you made a dish that's like authentic to like your life and the way that you cook. It's just very confusing.
It was very upsetting.
But he won, so I mean that's cool.
That's what we like to see.
You know.
Also, still nervous about Iron Chef Gauntlet. they released like a trailer, and like I was looking at like the images they were showing, and it looks like it's going to be completely different than what Iron Chef was. It looks like they're going to have
like several people competing instead of just like two
people
main
fighting.
chefos.
Yeah, so that ruins it.
I don't know. Chris is very negative.
I'm very negative about it because Food Network, honestly,
they've ruined a
lot of things.
You know, Ina's coming out with a new show, and it's like her teaching other people how to cook, and I'm like, what?
Whoa.
Like, I get that that's kind of the premise of Barefoot, but there's also that air of like, I'm perfect and I'm doing this right, and your half-ass fucking Dollar Tree ass can make this, maybe. You know what I mean? Now it's like she's inviting people to make things and she's like teaching them, and it's like, this bitch is gonna help
wow
people? She's above that, you know what I mean?
Wow, I can't believe that.
It's confusing, but I'm here for new Ina content. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Well, shit, I'm looking forward to that now. That's gonna reignite my love for Food Network.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about easily the most aggravating thing that has happened, and that's, Monopoly.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna say, like, any number of the things that Trump has done.
No, yeah. No, it's Monopoly.
Yeah, so by the time this episode goes up, they have chosen.
Yeah. I think we talked about it before that they were like voting on new pieces. Yeah,
they got rid of the thimble and they introduced 3 new blamos.
Yeah.
That are supposed to, the whole point is that they're supposed to represent where we are in America in the present day. So my question is, why the fuck is one of the new things a dinosaur?
Literally, besides Jurassic World, there is nothing that is happening in culture or anything that is about dinosaurs.
Maybe they are coming back.
Except for the fact that
we still have birds.
We have crocodiles. Like,
no, birds descended from dinosaurs. Crocodiles are a whole other ballgame, bitch.
I don't fucking know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know his amphibian from his reptile, if you know what I'm saying.
Although the other ones don't really make much sense either, because it's a rubber duck and a penguin.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even... Why 3 animals?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's probably a lot of children voted for this shit. And like, children fuck it all up. I mean, they're not even paying rent. Are you kidding me? Why are they playing Monopoly? Why did we play Monopoly?
Because capitalism.
They're teaching us.
Life and Monopoly. They prepared us for the world better than school did. Life.
I get it. No. We had a lot of loans in life. But a lot of other things happen in that game that it's just not real.
I mean, you could become president like every other game.
The starting salary alone. Like, the lowest salary that you can start with is $20,000 a year, and I'm like, damn. Where do you work? Like, I don't know. That's definitely not my first job out of college. I mean, I was on YouTube, so like, who expects that? But like,
yeah, really. What I'm saying? It's just like 3 essentially different types of birds.
I love it. Oh my god, you're so right. Yeah. The dino bird. It's a T-Rex, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a T-Rex, but they all come together.
I literally was so hoping that one of the emojis would win just because I could drag it through the mud.
Who uses a rubber ducky still?
I don't know. I never knew what it was for, but I actually had one,
I think it's just for fun.
Lila has one from Glam Glow.
Oh my god, yeah, it's pink.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I guess we could talk about the other thing that actually is, like, really upsetting, too, that you said. All of the things going on with, like, the whole treason. That word's being thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
And I know that there's 5 different news stories every day that's like...
He's being investigated for this, or this person that's affiliated with him is being investigated for this.
Like...
It's all about Russia, though.
It's all about Russia, all about these different people that had different ties at different times, had different meetings, had different payments.
It had to do with the election. It had to do with just other things in the government.
It had to do with his business. Like, all these different things.
All I know is peach season is coming up. And I hope it's also impeach.
Oh my god.
Season. The new Too Faced palette should be like impeach Trump palette. You know what I mean?
I like that pun.
Listen, sweet peach, impeach, like, it's gotta happen. Okay?
I definitely think that while the government is slow, and I understand that it was gonna be slow, I think something will happen to the point of treason and impeachment, because...
Now, will we have the old Penserino? Because he has been so quiet.
That I know, he's been quiet for a reason.
He's waiting to take the chair.
He's like... You can have your fun right now, but I will be in that seat, and he's
that's
quiet.
When the basilisk is finally
out of the chamber,
the fucking oval. Okay,
we're going to start getting petrified.
that Salazar Slytherin was based on Mike Pence. And you know that he speaks Parseltongue.
Honestly, all this stuff between him being a snake and, like, Justin Bieber being some reptile, like, there's a
lot of reptiles here.
A reptilian, like, overtaking. I'm not sure what's happening.
It's like Planet of the Apes, but it's going to be Planet of the Reps.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous.
It's going to be a lot scalier of a future.
Okay, well, just talk to my dry skin and we'll call you back.
I guess this isn't exactly something that's a fun thing either, but have you guys heard of that website ModCloth?
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed are they the ones that had, like, puns for literally every single thing they sold?
Yeah, like every article of clothing or furniture and stuff was all, like,
it was
a quirky name, you know what I'm saying?
I think that whoever made up all of those names, like, that was a hell of a job that I wish I had, because I love puns, and they were all fucking great.
I used to just love reading them all.
Yeah. Well, they were going out of business, or they were bankrupt or something.
They were not bankrupt.
Oh, okay.
Chill out. They were like... I mean, I'm surprised. Like, Nasty Gal was done, which shocked me because they were, like, the biggest, like, online clothing range. And then they did have, like, one store, I think it was.
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, everyone on YouTube was talking about them outside of YouTube. And, like, I was so surprised to see them going under. And now, apparently, ModCloth just, like, hasn't been doing well for a while. I know that they have,
maybe it's just because of, like, Nasty Gal and ModCloth both have higher prices on them.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's probably the reason.
I had like 2 things from ModCloth, like, when I first started shopping there.
And
it's
like,
just, like, expensive.
Places like Nordstrom that are more expensive, they're, like, established as fuck. And then you got places like H&M that are like, buy this t-shirt for $3.
Yeah.
And so they probably had trouble.
So they're like... Vintage or Tacky on YouTube, Cora, she's a great YouTuber. You should all watch her. She made a really good video that kind of, like, explained it, and that's how I found out about this, because I didn't even know that they were being bought by Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's terrifying.
I know, it's sad. Like... It's the pros and cons are like, okay, so ModCloth is pricier. And by the way, ModCloth sells like a lot of like vintagey kind of clothing if you've never heard of them before. And they have kind of like quirky, home decor and stuff like that.
I think
really
of Zoe
cute shit.
Deschanel.
Yes.
Like,
that's
that
her vibe.
vibe.
And they have like all the different like genres of like, hey, I want to live in a different period of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So it's that vibe, but they also have like up to like 3 or 4X in their clothing line. So it's very nice that you see like really trendy, well-made clothing, like actually not to just like a size large or whatever,
Yeah.
So the pro of it going to Walmart or whatever is it could mean a price drop or making it more affordable for the people that can't necessarily afford them. And maybe it would be sold in stores where you can actually try shit on.
Yeah. That price drop will probably come because Walmart treats all of their employees like shit and does not pay them anything.
Yeah. Walmart is already a brand that I don't support, and I literally haven't been to a Walmart in years, and I think I can probably count on like one hand how many times I've been in a Walmart.
I went to Walmart a lot more because we didn't have a Target until like way later.
Yeah. And Target is too expensive. So like I understand there's a lot of people that like have to shop at Walmart because all the other fucking stores are like they're supposed to be cheap and they're not. Like have we seen Target prices lately?
Target
it's ridiculous.
Is just really upsetting.
However, it's like, okay, so they might make the clothing more affordable, but will that cheapen the brand? Like, will it be bad quality? And it's also going to be taking away their whole, like, being made in the USA kind of promise.
Yeah, try and name a worse company to buy out ModCloth.
I know, I'm just, like, shocked, because they're, like... I don't know, man. I have to see how it goes, but, like, it's a yikes for me.
Yeah, like, I know that, like, they might have been looking for people to come buy their company, but, like, I'm sure they had another offer besides Walmart.
Well, the thing is, like, this was a topic that we wanted to talk about, but, like, the malls and the retail stores are all dying.
Yeah, you have something you wanted to share.
So it's, like, other than Target... And, I don't even know, is Target doing well? Because of that whole, like,
they're doing well.
Scam with the, people getting their information leaked,
they're
essentially.
Still doing fine.
I don't know. Yeah. Some people still, like, care about that. Like, I still don't eat at Chipotle.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people still don't shop at JCPenney because Ellen DeGeneres was in an ad in, like, 2011.
Well, people are just not shopping at JCPenney in general.
Yeah, like, so all of, like, the retail stores, like, the major ones, like Macy's, JCPenney, Sears, Kmart, I honestly, like... I can't even remember the last time I walked by a Kmart that wasn't like going out of business.
Kmart and Sears are like the same company, and like, wow, they're still around. That's wild.
Well, Sears, like, they have like, hey, get a dryer, you know? Yeah. They have that vibe. Or like, get a lawnmower at Sears. It must have been
weird when like Sears was like the fucking thing, where you got that big ass catalog in the mail.
You want to feel old? What about Strawbridge's?
Yeah, that is. She's not even.
That's
here
where
anymore.
I shopped all of the early 90s that I was alive.
You know, the classic Downtown.
Yo, I still haven't been in one, you know?
Oh my god, really?
We walked by it like every day, but I still
thought we went in at one point.
Maybe we did. Honestly, Millersville was a blur to me.
Yeah.
So I was reading this article on Business Insider about this whole like retail store thing.
That was the most adult thing ever. I was reading this article on Business Insider.
Okay, so basically, I just wanted to read you like some of the high points here because I thought it was really interesting. So more than 3,500 stores are expected to close in the next couple months, and apparently that's like the biggest wave of retail closures in like decades.
Yeah.
So that's like a big deal, and it's like all of the stores that you expect, like JCPenney, Macy's, Sears, Kmart, and also the middle of the mall chains like Crocs. Remember, we were just graduating and our mall got a Crocs. Yeah. And I was like, why?
This is wild.
And BCBG, Abercrombie and Fitch, I guess the teens aren't wearing her anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? They're fucked. I'm just kidding. So yeah, and then also a lot of the stores that even have like an outside of the mall kind of store, like a brick and mortar or whatever. Yeah. Whatever that means. Who is brick and who is mortar?
Oh my god.
But they're going down too. And so Sears is shutting down 10% of its Kmart and Sears locations, and JCPenney is shutting down 14%. So it's just like a lot. And they have this bar graph that is just like the saddest thing ever, and it shows you like which stores have like the most closures, and right now it's like Sears and Kmart and like all these things, and it's the reason for it is like they're trying to figure out why they're dying and like why the malls are dying as well, because when we talked about when Mac is being sold now at Ulta. Yeah. And so, not yet, but like that's happening. That's the
plan, yeah.
And it's because like they need, Mac is fucking desperate. Like Mac is fucked up because they never got on that social media PR train early enough, and now they're hitting it. Now they're making a whole collection with beauty gurus, like they're picking out like a lipstick.
I think Mac had this air of like, we're better than this trash, and that bit them in the butt.
Yeah, they're fucked. And so they're like slowly going down because nobody's fucking talking about Mac anymore. Like they're all like Too Faced and Tarte. Like everyone is hearing about those. The ones that were there and Stila
adapting to like the fucking market.
Morphe, you know, all these like online brands, like these indie brands are doing better than like Mac. I mean, I wouldn't say better.
But like they're
the taxes.
Probably growing at a faster rate.
So like the reason for that is because basically we have one of the highest like we're basically overpopulating with stores. Like there's too much retail space for the average person to even get to. So it says that the average person has 23.5 square feet of retail space. Like per person. So that's like the highest number compared to like 16 in Canada and 11. So that just means there's like a higher volume of these stores. Like you see a Macy's on like every corner, but
because it was like in like the fucking like 50s and shit when like the whole family would go down to like the big shopping mall, and like there was like a huge boom in like all of these different shopping malls, consumerism, capitalism, all that bullshit.
Yeah. Now it used to be a part of socializing.
Yeah.
And now like, I mean, we live in a city, so it's a little bit harder now to like kind of distinguish like what it's like, because everything here is more like just like a standing store.
But like when we were in Lancaster, like the mall was like one of the fucking places.
That's the only place there. But even like in high school and stuff, we had 2 malls, and it was like part of socializing. It's attached to the movie theater.
Yeah, we had a couple.
But like even remember by you, like those promenade shops, like weren't they having issues because nobody was fucking going there?
No, I mean they had more higher end stuff. Like they had an LL Bean and like
she's so high end.
Well, like that's a more expensive outdoors.
Michael Kors.
Like they had more stuff like that too, like more designer brand stuff. It was just like the movie theater there was like doing really bad, and then like it left.
Izod, you know, you gotta have an Izod. That's the marker of the trash bougie mall, you know. But something in this article that I thought was like a big figure is that basically the visits to malls have declined by 50% between 2010 and 2013. Like,
Wow.
that's literally 3 years.
Honestly, that's like because of like Amazon, basically.
I know,
because,
not to
like,
drag, but...
Well, like, if you didn't know, like, Amazon makes up like 50% of all money spent online. Just
What?
in general, is through Amazon.
Isn't that kind of like how Netflix has like 1 billion of the bandwidth?
Yeah, how Netflix is like 50% of all internet bandwidth in the world.
Is put on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, so like half of all money spent online is through Amazon.
That is insane. Is that like a count with like...
I think that was like from a fucking website. Like, I don't know where that's
Because I know that there's like those apps and things that it's kind of like you're purchasing through Amazon, you know, like a PayPal kind of button. Like, does that count too?
That might be because it's through your Amazon account and stuff, whatever, yeah.
So, yeah, apparently it's just been like people aren't going to the mall anymore and they're all going out of business.
Yeah.
And it's wild. It's
like,
just crazy to see. Like, even stores like Macy's, like, you always just had, like, I don't know, growing up, I had this air of, like, Macy's is just, like, your classic.
Yeah.
Your classic store. You go there for Christmas, especially. They got big trees, you know? And it's, like, it's... I wonder if downtown will lose their giant-ass Macy's with that big star on the front of it.
See, I don't know about that one, because that's, like, just a store on its own, you know what I mean? And that's also, like, a staple downtown,
Yeah.
so, like...
A staple.
It is. Though.
It is. It's part of, like, the geography.
I watched, like, an episode of this show, I might have talked about it before, called Abandoned, and, like, I watched an episode where it was about shopping malls, and he was going around to, like, all these different abandoned shopping malls where everything had left.
How spooky,
They
honestly.
were really scary, and, like, one, he was talking about, like, they're a health risk because, like, stupid teenagers go there and they fall and break their legs, like, because there's nobody around to hear you.
Were you that kid that went to, like, abandoned places? Because I was like, we live in PA.
No.
There is known ghosts here.
I didn't
There's
really
too
do
much
that.
spooky shit happening in PA for me to be going anywhere abandoned.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I didn't
there's
do that.
abandoned towns, I think, in PA.
Oh, yeah, there's a Centralia, I believe.
That just sounds fucked up.
And it's because, like, there was a mine underneath it. I don't know what they were mining. It was, like, iron, or, like, coal or something like that. But then the mine caught on fire, and it's still burning to this day.
Whoa.
And, like,
that's in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, and you can't live in that city because the noxious gases that are around there.
Okay, so no one's going there with, like, spray paint. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, there might be some, like, rebellious-ass people like, yeah, I'm gonna go there.
That sounds really smart.
Yeah, well, it's not.
It's not.
But yeah, we're all just like buying shit online now. Like, catch me
Honestly,
trying to fucking go out and buy shit.
It's even stuff that like is tricky, like makeup. I still buy online. Like, I will go to so many lengths to find a swatch.
Yeah.
When I could literally just go down the street and fucking do it.
The only thing that I'm like so hesitant on is clothing, and like here I am still
yeah,
buying shit
fucking-
online, but.
It's so hard to buy clothing
Because
when you're fat.
everybody-
Like, you can't do it offline.
Yeah,
Or
like
you have to do it
everybody, you know, a size is one thing at one store, one thing at another store, and then like who the fuck, like it's all just confusing, and like the returning process is a pain in the ass
To do online.
Yeah, because you gotta wait like 30 fucking days.
Yeah, no, I'd rather do it in the store. But yeah, I would say like 80% of my shopping is done online.
Absolutely.
Maybe even 90%, honestly.
Yeah. I know that, like, going back to, like, Walmart and, like, all that shit, like, they started doing, like, promotions like Amazon for, like, free 2-day shipping and stuff like that. So, like, that's probably why they're buying out other, like, online retailers, because they're trying to move to that as well. Although, like, Walmarts are always going to be around, because they're, like, that big-ass store in the middle of fucking nowhere.
It's just going to be so weird to see, like, these, like, indie brands that are, like, they're making clothing for, like, body positivity and stuff like that next to, like, guns. Like, it's just such a weird dynamic.
Yeah. We're at the point now where all of the big businesses are realizing, wow, the internet, that's a place we should be. And they're infiltrating it from all places, whether it's buying things or fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
they're all gone, man.
They're all just like, hey, the internet's a place to be.
All right, so with that, let's take a break here to get a word from our sponsor for today's episode, and then we'll get into some questions.
Sounds good.
All right. So, Passover is on its way, guys. We are almost there, and what is better than giving up leavening and getting an orgasm? Am I right?
Oh my god. And our friends at Adam and Eve can help you get there. Adam and Eve's got a great selection of vibrators and different toys, lingerie, games you can play to have a little fun.
And you can just add that to your Passover Seder, and I think it spells out a great week for you, you know?
Oh my God. And so we have a great deal that you don't want to pass over.
I hate you, honestly, a lot.
So if you use code CWC at checkout when you go to adamandeve.com, you'll get 50% off of just about any item.
Just about.
Just about. There's a few you won't. And then there's also 3 free DVDs, a free mystery gift. And
Hope it's Moses.
and free shipping on the entire order.
Wow, that's crazy. So buzz, happy Passover, off you coming.
Just go to adamandeve.com and use code CWC at checkout. All right, our first question is from patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel for the bean bunches that are helping support the show. And this is from Holly, who said, if we in the chunks were TV shows past or current, what would we be?
Oh my god. All right, well, Squeezy is Mad Men.
Squeezy is absolutely Mad Men. That is his vibe.
He's in that office.
Lila.
Big, comfy couch.
Because she literally is a big, comfy couch.
She loves to lay on the couch. For me, I'm like something on like Discovery Zone.
Oh
Planet.
My God.
Whoa.
Oh, Discovery Zone Planet.
Oh my god, what a great place that was.
It's just Discovery. It's not even Discovery Planet. It's Animal Planet.
Look, I'm all fucked up. I don't know, man. I don't get these
like
channels.
Shark Week? Like,
yeah, I'm the whole week. Every show on Shark Week. Or like
right.
America's most deadliest ocean sharks.
Things. All right. I'm going to be like something like just informational, like how it's made.
You're the
you know
Weather
what I mean?
Channel.
Like, oh shit, I should just be the fucking Weather Channel. Yeah.
How it's made is a good one too, because you're very like, how is it made? And then you look it up.
I mean, I really love that show though. Like, you'd be talking about the most like boring ass
It could
thing,
be like the Tic Tac, and I'm like,
I remember there was
riveted.
one about like a basket, and I was like, I'm interested.
Yo,
Like,
I have actually thought of getting into basket weaving. That is actually something I have contemplated. Because honestly, what a wholesome trade.
Rachel, the master of all crafts.
I want...
Gotta collect them all.
I should have my own show that's called like Crappy Crafting, and it's me half-assing my way through crafts, but also coming out with something that slays to the gods.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Please fucking stop.
Someone with a beaming highlight just like got really soaked when I said that. All right.
Next question is, what are the pros and cons of living in Seattle?
Ooh, okay.
I feel like we may have said some things before, but let's do it here. The pros and cons,
The official current state of the
the
union.
Rory Gilmore pro and con list right now.
Okay, cons, bagels. They're fucked up.
They are terrible.
Pros, access to water is
yes.
cool to see. In Pennsylvania, we didn't have that.
Con, it's fucking expensive. It's a city.
That's
you know?
that's the number one con, actually.
That is the number one con. It's pricey all around.
Pro, not like the largest fucking city, like at least downtown. Like, I can walk everywhere, and it's great.
Like, the entirety of Seattle is big, but like the downtown area
Manhattan,
is not that
get
large.
me the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
It is so
No.
large. Like, fuck. And like, blocks in New York are way bigger than blocks here.
Yeah. Definitely. Con would be also in the food world. There's like not that much Italian food.
Yeah. Pro, every fucking Thai, Vietnamese, Japanese food that you might ever want.
And
is
it's
here.
fucking delicious.
Also Hawaiian food.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
There is good food here. That
There's
would be the
absolutely good food here. It's just like some of those like classics from the East Coast that we all know and love are not present.
Also, pro, access to mountains, because what were they in Pennsylvania, at least where I was?
Con.
I know there are, the whole Appalachians.
Yeah, but they're nothing compared to the
Poconos.
fucking Rockies
Yeah.
and the Cascades.
The Rockies.
Con, it's dry.
My skin is suffering, and
You
so
are
is my
like
whole body.
a crater.
It's horrible. Like,
Honestly, it affects way more than you would think.
you just get more headaches, I feel like. More, like, just joint aching.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Maybe I'm just also getting old, but,
Pro, it is a very socially conscious and aware and progressive city.
She's lib.
Yeah,
That's all you
she's
had
lib.
to say. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Also very green. Like, they try really hard to be environmentally aware.
Also,
and
there's weed. Like, green in both ways.
also,
like,
those evergreen trees, they're not fucking around.
Yeah,
they're
they're
green
here.
all year long.
I love them. They're beautiful.
I know. And they're so tall, and they're just so great, and I'm just so happy,
Con would be in the winter. It's dark a lot.
Pro and con. The crow community. It's confusing, alarming, somewhat spooky, interesting, a twist on an old classic.
Something you didn't expect.
Yeah, I was expecting pigeons. I got crows. I don't know. It's been interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a pigeon. It's seagulls and crows.
I've seen a pidge. You know, there's always like that one fucked up pigeon by Target. You know what I'm talking about? It is. Con, the Target. Fuck that place.
It is.
It's a nightmare.
It is terrible.
Pro, all of the other places that you can go to shop that are available right in my backyard now. Also, I would say the Space Needle is like, you got the Liberty Bell like down at the bottom. It's crusty, it's broken, this is like a shiny, modern, beautiful, like we live in space kind of. I mean, it is the Space Needle.
Yeah.
It looks very like alien-esque, and I'm here for it.
I think that's the vibe that they were going for.
It's a good landmark, I would say.
Yeah.
If you have to have one.
Overall, would recommend this
Coffee's
place.
Good too, I guess. You know.
Yeah, you know, it's not like they're known for it or something.
You know, it's introverted. I don't mind the weather, but I can understand why people would.
Yes.
You know?
The old Seattle freeze. Wow.
Yeah, we get asked that a lot, like how we feel about it. And like, I'm also introverted. And like on the East Coast, everybody is constantly in your face. You're in line at Walgreens, and that is not the time.
That's something that I've seen a lot on like different Reddit threads that are like asking about like how culture is in different countries. Like that everybody says that Americans, whether they're visiting other places or people are visiting here, that we're very like just open to having a conversation with a complete stranger. And that's not like anywhere else.
I like it in some situations, but then there's other situations where it's like people are literally just like yelling and they don't give a shit, and it's just a lot for me to handle.
Hey, I feel you.
But here it's like you don't even, it's so, I go out of my way to compliment other people because I feel like I have such little social interaction when I'm out and about here. So I'm like, oh wow, I love your shoes, or I love your jacket, and they always look so surprised when I do that. And that's something that I would do all the time in Pennsylvania.
I don't think that like people are like standoffish or anything,
I just think
or
quiet.
Rude. Yeah, we're all just quiet.
I've literally not encountered anyone rude except for the guy that tried to burn my face with a cigarette.
Yeah, that was just vicious.
But he had a lot going on, I would imagine, and that's fine. You know, we all have our problems, and but everybody else that I've talked to, people that work in the different places that I go to, are all super friendly. Yeah. So I don't get this. Yeah, I don't get like a snobby vibe. I just get like we're quiet and it's raining and it's quiet and it's just quiet.
It's so funny that like it's like the Seattle freezes, and yet the Seattle Seahawks, like the fans, are known as like the loudest fans in the NFL.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's like the reputation that they have, and so it's like
weird. Are everybody they like the just Seattle Squawks? They won't stop.
Oh my god, get out of here. It's the 12th man. Do you ever see that?
I don't know what that means. I thought you were talking
like,
biblical.
If you ever see flags with like the green and the blue and it's got the number 12 on it, it's because the crowd is referred to as the 12th man because there's 11 people playing the game and the crowd is the 12th man because they're so loud.
Shut up. I always thought it was like player 12 is so popular.
No, yeah, that's what it is.
Actually, I never noticed the number 12 before. When I see sports, I'm looking at like the subway sign. You know?
And yeah, so we're very loud. I think everybody's just like quiet during the day.
Are we the type of people that like, do they flip cars when they lose?
No, they're just like yelling, like during the game though.
That's so weird.
You picture Seattleites, we're just like, we're going to scream during this game, but then once we leave the stadium, we're back to being quiet and not doing
everyone
anything.
is aggravated on Yelp. I feel like that's the thing with Seattle. It's like no one will say anything at a restaurant, but they leave the most savage, passive-aggressive Yelp reviews. Like, if you're ever in Seattle, just fucking look at the Yelp. It is a fantastic feast for the eyes and soul.
There's like 7,000 different food critics on Yelp.
Oh my god. I think that's the one thing that we do get snobby, is there are food elitists here.
Oh, absolutely. There
like,
are
I get it. That's
fantastic
from people's
restaurants.
Fucking careers as well.
Yeah, and like there's some really good restaurants downtown that serve high quality ass food.
But you get like the people that are like, they're Yelp food critics. Like they're not like actual food critics, and they're like, the tostada wasn't toasty enough, you know? Like just the way that they write it, it's amazing.
They write it as if it's like an entire article going into a newspaper.
True, but I mean, we've all seen Chris's Yelp though. So.
I just like to, let them know when I'm not happy.
He lets them know.
They gotta
do something really... good reviews. You do like the karma thing.
That's my karmic balance. If I leave a negative one, I leave a positive review for somebody else that I really like.
How's that going for you?
It's going pretty good. If you look at my reviews, it's like just 1 stars or 5 stars, like nothing in between, because
Whoa.
I have no fucking chill.
That's a lot. I should write one for where I get my hair done, because I feel like hair ones are very important to leave, and I really read the reviews before I went. Have you ever watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I know some of the early episodes are pretty dated in terms of special effects, but I feel like there's still a really relevant show. Kick-ass women, snappy dialogue, queer ladies, emotional character development. What more could you want? Sorry, I'm just super passionate about Buffy. And since you guys like the Vampire Diaries so much, you'll be able to see a lot of parallels between Buffy characters and the Vampire Diaries characters.
I've heard a lot about Buffy.
It has a lot of hype. I feel like it's one of those cult classics that I just didn't watch, but like I was that Gilmore binge or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, actually, I think it's older than Gilmore Girls is.
Who the fuck knows? The timeline of these shows is
either
all
way.
messed up.
I absolutely do want to watch it. I just don't know when I'm gonna like set out the dedication of time for it.
Yeah,
I say that as we are currently rewatching the Vampire Diaries.
Listen, that's very important because it ended, and also we want to get into the originals because that will keep.
We never watched that one, but yeah, I think it's definitely on the horizon. I feel like that's a good show to watch like in the fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's like when all of our shows are like gone, because we're now more of like the spring summer shows are the ones that we actually watch. I don't really care about like Scandal as much these days.
Yeah, Scandal and the old Grey's Rooney are not exactly my top tier at this moment in my life.
So I feel like that would be a good show to watch like in the fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
But I think I will. You know, I know I'm gonna like it because everybody tells me that it's something that I would like. So.
What are your go-to cleaning products?
Vinegar.
Vinegar,
actually,
just the classic vinegar.
You can use fucking white distilled vinegar to clean just about anything, and it's way better for the environment, yourself, your pets, your loved ones.
Oh my god. Speaking of vinegar, somebody also commented that apparently in Pottermore it says that if you try and get into a Hufflepuff common room and you're not a Hufflepuff, like you get doused in vinegar. How do you feel about this?
Whoa. I didn't realize that you're kind of not allowed to go in each other's common rooms.
Yeah. That's like, just the vibe. Like,
that's weird. Like, was Luna ever in the Gryffindor common room?
That's gotta be really rough if you're like dating somebody that's in a different house.
Yeah, like he was dating Cho. Like, they can only fuck at Hogsmeade?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That sucks.
Talk about getting the hog's head. But what I would have to say to that is, that's extra, I feel. But also, what does Slytherin do? Like, do they just straight up kill you? Because that's the way they're painted. You know, like, do you get bitten by a viper? Like, what happens?
I feel like you would be trying to get into Hufflepuff house just to be doused in vinegar.
I would take a bag of potato chips. That I would just, like, classic Lay's, and I would just be like, boop, boop.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why vinegar? Like, it should be like soil, or like the pee of a Hufflepuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
The badger, you know what I'm saying?
My favorite cleaning product, though, would be the magic eraser.
Oh,
because they are magic as fuck. Like, I don't know what it's made out of, what it does. It's
probably made out of the same shit that they put in the Subway bread.
Oh my god, yeah.
I bet you could clean a whole wall with that Subway fucking 5-spice Italian.
Oh my god,
BMT.
Did you see what Subway was doing in the UK?
No, but really I just splattered coffee all over myself.
Yeah, you did. They were offering positions as sandwich artist apprentices or something like that as an internship, where there was literally just being a sandwich artist, but they named it differently, called it an internship, and they could pay you like $3.50 an hour.
Whoa, I hate them.
That was like the most fucked up thing I've ever read.
If you don't know, sandwich artist is the person that just makes the sandwiches. It's there. Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
I lived it. I was
you
a
do
sandwich
not need
artist.
an apprenticeship to learn how to do it. Like,
I gotta know how to put exact amounts of that pepper jack triangle.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, like there used to be a simple pleasure of watching them layer the different things.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel you.
Not a pleasure I want to enjoy anytime soon, but you know, that's fine. It used to be nice. Alright, so the next question is, how's Rachel's job going? Well, if you're talking about this podcast, hopefully it's doing great.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about that job that I got like a few months ago, like I already explained that I wasn't going to do it because they fucking lied about how much they were going to be paying me. So I've just still been doing social media consulting for different brands for like their advertising social campaigns. And that's been fun. It's like part-time and it's kind of like...
Just like piecemeal.
It's like YouTube where it's unstable because it's like I'm never going to know when I'm going to get a contact that I'm going to be working with, you know?
Yeah.
So... I'm still applying and interviewing for other positions that would be more full-time, but other than that, you know, life's good.
Yeah.
You know?
With all these changes to YouTube, it's nice not being like, wow, our pay depends on this.
That's real, you know? Yeah. And, like, I still have been able to get, it's weird, like, I still have been able to get, like, a decent amount of, like, social media branding work, you know, like, sponsored tweets and stuff, and so that's been helping, too. Yeah. Because, like, I still have, like, followings on other various platforms, but yeah, it's been a bit of a hodgepodge, if you will. Ooh. But, you know, it's fine, because there's a couple of jobs right now that I'm like, I really hope I get. One of them is still a work from home position, but it would be, like, more stable, and it would be something that I would really want to be doing for a company that I really like. And there's another one that would be like, get me out of the house, bitch. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Keep the good vibes. Yeah.
Let's hope that Mercury does not go into retrograde anytime soon.
It's probably doing something. Who knows?
All right. Next question is for you. And it's, do you still actively purchase makeup and beauty products, or has that chapter of your life as a beauty guru ended?
Ooh. I mean, that was a while ago. Yeah. I've always loved makeup, and I still like makeup, but I definitely do not spend as much money.
Your makeup purchasing right now is at, I'd say, it's all-time low.
Absolutely. But my skincare, at an all-time high. But that's for just me, you know? Yeah. And you, too, because you use it. But, yeah. I mean, I used to be that person that, like, I was on the blogs. I knew exactly when brands were going to be launching
You were on Temptalia, like, every fucking day.
Yeah, I used her website the other day to get the shade I just bought in, like, my foundation. And I never, like, her website looks totally different. I was like, holy shit, it has been that long. Because I used to be, like, regularly looking up swatches of all the newest collections. And, I mean, partly because I was, you know, making videos and I was trying to, like, have a blog at one point. Yeah. And then also because I was super into it and, like, collecting it. And then that was also before I had student loans and rent to pay. And now I'm kind of just giving away. I got rid of so much makeup. Yeah. And now it's so fucking weird.
Because you know your look right now. You changed your hair and now you've got your fucking signature look. And, like, you know, you've got your eyeliner on today, your winged eyeliner.
I know. It was crazy. It was crazy.
We rarely see her anymore.
I know. I wanted to see how my hair would look with, like, an orange lip. And it turns out it's just as good as ever. So I'm excited for spring. But, it's weird. It's ironic that, like, I came off of YouTube and yet now all of the brands are sending me PR. Like, it's insane because they don't care about YouTube as much as they care about Snapchat and Instagram. And it's
Snapchat
insane.
Really is where it's, like, at. Because
most of the brands are finding me because of my Instagram account or my Snapchat. It's insane. And it's like, that's where I'm at. And,
I mean,
like,
I guess that makes sense because, you know, it's visual stuff and they wanted their makeup to be seen and whatever.
Yeah, and I feel like the volume of things, like, because there's so many brands and they're all coming out with new things and as the seasons change, but honestly, I feel like we see more of a volume of releases now. It's not even just like spring and summer launches, fall, winter launches. It's like there's an Easter collection. There's like a mid-spring.
It's like how we were watching something about like the clothing industry, how it's like fucked up and everything. And it was like they went from like just a couple of seasons of clothing every year to like it's like 52 seasons in a year of clothing.
Yeah, and that's how makeup is now. It's getting to that point because it's like now instead of releasing collections based on trends in the season, it's more of like the hot finish of the moment. So like right now, metallic lips or whatever are a thing. And so in PR, I'm getting tons of metallic lips. And it's just because that like one person was like, metallic lips are now what's happening.
Oh my God. It's like that person from Parks and Rec. What was her name that she's like, your chair is now into Ron Swanson?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What was her name? And it was like Milk and Chairs. Like
she was basically a character based around the kind of like internet influencer, like Lauren Conrad kind of vibe.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and that was always a really funny part of that show because it's so real.
It's so true.
And like it's like one day holographic is in, and the next day it's matte finish again, and it's just like it's hilarious. So I get to try a lot more new makeup, but then I end up giving it all away because I don't wear a lot, and I still now, I mean, I just would feel bad, like, having all of this stuff. Yeah. So my friends that are makeup artists love me because I'm just giving it for their kids. Because, like, half of my friends that are makeup artists, they're the ones that are going to be using, like, all of these, like, more bold colors that I probably won't be wearing.
Like doing, like, more special effect-y type makeup.
Because I'm not trying to make a fucking tutorial on, like, you know, anything bold anymore because I just don't.
You're not trying to make tutorials.
Yeah, I'm just not trying to make a tutorial. I mean, it's cool.
All right, next one is, do we have any vacation plans for the spring or summer?
Yeah.
What about the fall? I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh,
I have no idea.
Well, in the spring, I guess since that's like coming up, we're planning on going to a national park at some point because we have the whole Mountain Rainier thing happening here.
I have never been to a national park. You never have either.
No.
And that's why I don't know what ones
are around. It's the one thing that this
PA
country has that we like.
You know, Trump's trying to take away from us.
Yeah.
But,
so I want to go before Mountain Rainier is literally fucking Trump Hotel in space.
Ugh. Don't even
That's
talk
not
to
gonna
me.
happen, but like you never know.
You never fucking know.
Mike Pence's actual cave lair. Because I imagine that he slithers out of a cave every morning. Like, is that not wrong? But so we're doing that. We're also going to go to the Tulip Festival again in the old Skagit.
Oh my god, yeah, that's coming up soon. That's April.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to try and go earlier this year because we went late and there was only one field left. It was still pretty, but fuck, I want to go and see all of them.
And you will see those photos.
I mean,
I'm already you have no idea. I am pre-planning my Instagram theme for it. I'm slowly transitioning into brighter colors right now. You'll watch.
We went to the forest and fuck, that was, now we're both posting trees for days because we got like hundreds of photos.
I got foliage out the ass here.
And we're going to go to the tulips, and if you were following us back then, you're going to be seeing a lot of flowers for a couple months.
I posted another one in I don't know, like 6 months later, and I was just like, you thought I was out of fucking tulips.
It's so true.
But, yeah, and then in June, we're going to be in LA for a concert, and then your mom might be visiting us. It's not really us traveling, but your mom might be visiting us, like, in the early fall. So, yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on, we'll see.
In this world.
Because, like, Chris is still, like, there's things going on his end, so, like, who knows?
We're still in a state of, like, what is happening.
Yeah, so we'll let you know when we leave that state.
It's been that state for, like, the past month now, so, like...
March has been the month of tension, I would say.
It has really been tense.
And,
honestly, this year so far, because, like, Trump came into office in January, and it's been tense since then, but, like, especially March in our personal lives.
2017, we will remember as the year of tension.
16 was just like, the year of like everything fucking up.
It went to the fan.
It went to the fan.
It went to the fan, and now we are through the fan and into the tension.
Ugh.
Next question here is from our Twitter using hashtag CoffeeWithChrachel. And this says, what songs do you sing in the shower? Do you have any favorite shower bops? There is this one Jason Mraz medley that's like 35 minutes long of him just like singing songs that go into other songs.
If it's not you playing it like on Apple Music, it's you singing it
from memory because I'm sick and twisted. Welcome to my twisted mind. So I do that, or like I just honestly just have my phone. I don't have like a specific song that I put on,
Yeah, it's usually just like whatever you're playing on.
Sometimes my showers are pretty dramatic when I'm playing like the Civil Wars, and I'm just like singing about heartbreak, and I'm literally just using.
I'm shampooing.
I'm shampooing and heartbroken. It's fine.
I'm not a singer, so I don't do
what
any
do
of that.
You honestly? I can't imagine a life not singing. In the shower, like, what do you do other than clean? Like, what are you doing?
Just thinking about different things that happen throughout the day, or like things I gotta do, or just like...
That's gotta be so
sometimes
boring.
Though, now I've like... just like sitting there with like a blank mind,
I can't get there ever.
Yeah. It's something I've been trying to work on, is just getting to a moment where I am a blank mind, so that way I can have a moment, because like I love taking showers. It's like my one thing.
The Pisces.
I really, really, really love showers. They just make me feel better when I'm sick or whatever. Just the getting clean and having that water, it's a great time. Having that water is a great time.
That rich H2O.
Hydrate my skin.
It doesn't hydrate your skin because you put it on so hot, you're going to be wrinkly and parched by the time you're 40.
Yeah, I know I'm going to be a raisin, but I'm here for it now.
He's raising no qualms about that.
All right, and the last question is, who is your favorite SpongeBob SquarePants character? An important question.
Wow, I can't believe we haven't discussed this.
Well, if I can, I will pick my leg. My leg!
Oh my god.
That man, he's great, but that's just kind of for like the every once in a while.
I am absolutely picking Plankton.
He's a great guy. He's very complex.
He's got a range of emotions. He's got an entrepreneurial dream. Everything about it.
F is for friends who do stuff together, you know?
If you were one, you would be Mr. Krabs.
If I was one,
I know
I'd be
we've
Mr.
discussed
Krabs.
that before.
My favorite would be Squidward because as I've grown older,
true.
I relate to him
And that
on
is
many more
Squeezy,
levels.
we've already discussed.
Yes.
Lila's Mrs. Puff, anxious and puffy. I'm also a little bit of Mrs. Puff, I would say.
But yeah, I would definitely pick Squidward.
Who's your least favorite character? Yo.
Least favorite?
Is it fucked up that I'm going to say Sandy Cheeks?
I knew you were going to say Sandy
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
It's the Texas vibes.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And that one hibernation
extroverted
episode,
Texas vibes.
The hibernation episode just fucked me up.
What about the one that's like the... Oh, yeah, that is the hibernation one with like doing all the extreme shit before going to sleep.
Yeah, is that episode like an hour long? They fit a lot of time in like 13 minutes.
Yeah, they do a lot of shit. It's very interesting.
I would love to watch SpongeBob all the way through.
Honestly, I would love to do that too because it's a classic and it's still funny.
Well, I think on that note, that about wraps things up.
Let's go watch some SpongeBob now.
Yo, I'm honestly in the mood.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Be sure to let us know which SpongeBob character you like the best. I wish we could do an entire binge list in Bikini Bottom. Do you think that's possible? I'd have to like watch some episodes so I can remember the nuances.
Yeah,
but that could be
something that happens.
And also, if you're not from the U.S., was
SpongeBob
was he as popular in your country as he was here? Because I don't know, I feel like it's such a staple of like our generation.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, was it very popular where you lived, or what did you think of it if it wasn't? You know,
I also forgot about Larry the Lobster.
Ooh,
yeah, I
I don't care. He's too beefy for me.
I liked him though. It was.
I never liked the jock.
All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, the sea cucumber Kevin. He's fucked up.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. It's all coming back.
All right. Yeah, we're here.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, benches. So we've done you guys as what you're watching on Netflix. But now we are going to be doing what you guys are watching on Amazon Video. Because that's not where Chris works or anything.
No, not at all.
It's fine. But they have like a really fucking huge ass library. We're not sponsored. I fucking wish. Like, that'd be lit. But
it's got some things.
There's weird things.
Yeah.
There's like 8 hours of Fish Tank. You know what I mean? Like, just a bunch of shit like that.
That's honestly the content that I'm looking for.
There's like a crackling fire. There's all kinds of shit. Rain. Anyway. Here we go. We're starting off with Nicole Dowling, who was watching Downton Abbey, which I highly recommend.
Alex Capraro is watching Captain Fantastic.
Kim Boyver is watching Boy Meets Ocean,
the spin-off. Shannon Shires is watching The Working Shire Horse.
Alicia McKee is watching Skeleton Key.
Kimberly Proza is watching Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies.
Interesting. Sammy Jessam is watching Some Assembly Required.
Sarah Booth is watching Boo!
Okay. Kate Gonvery is watching The Con Artists.
Taylor Collins is watching I Heard the Owl Call My Name.
Me as hell. Emma Corbeil's watching Discovering Emma.
Sloane Fuller is watching Full Moon Blue Night Sky with Thunder and Night Creatures ambient sounds.
Classic content. It won an Oscar. Angelica Feliz is watching Angel in the House.
M. Simek is watching Let 'Em Have It.
Rebecca Edmondson is watching Sons of Anarchy.
Taryn Parker is watching America's 58 National Parks.
Alana Barbosa is watching Shakespeare Behind Bars.
Lutzi is watching I'll See You in My Dreams.
Taylor Mays is watching Made in Manhattan, classic movie.
Shay A is watching Shameless.
Megan Ashley is watching Dreams Ashes, aka My Morning Thoughts.
Cody Castile is watching Cast a Deadly Spell.
Bailey Lynn's watching Bail Out.
Emily Tormey is watching Thunderstorm at the Farmhouse.
Sonia Vaz Brune is watching Room on the Broom.
Taylor Hancock is watching Cock and Bull.
Sabrina Hughes is watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Fiona's watching Vocabulary with Fred and Fiona.
Stephanie Oliver is watching Olive Oil of Provence.
Sylvia Ehrlichman Gross is watching Gross Misconduct.
Juanita Cara is watching Tom the Tow Truck of Cars City. I'm going to have to say that's aimed towards adults.
Annie Wynn is watching Born to Win.
Cassandra Lee is watching Sand Sharks.
Emma Nygren is watching Emma.
Courtney Hall is watching Wolf Hall.
Becca Jansen is watching Sense and Sensibility.
Angela Sue is watching Lucifer's Angels.
Michelle North is watching Norm of the North.
Erin Bray is watching Kiara the Brave.
Jay Degoshi is watching Go Diego Go. I've heard of this one.
My Elizabeth is watching My Goldfish is Evil. I need to watch the show immediately.
Ishbel Mendez is watching No Country for Old Men.
Classic. Talia Miller is watching the Miller production. Wait, prediction. We're predicting. I fucked up.
Margarita is watching March of the Living.
Avery Labelson is watching The Wackiest Works of Tex Avery.
Daisy Blossom Dottie is watching 10-Hour River Sounds Cherry Blossoms.
Chloe Archer is watching Cloverfield.
Anthony Hood is watching Hoodwinked.
Mariah Hanna is watching Hand of God.
Liz Holbrook is watching The Black Hole.
Jennifer Abgood is watching The Good Wife, which we've been recommended several times.
Yes.
We should probably start it.
Madison Greer is watching Green River.
Madison Wolfe is watching The Wolf, Marine Mammal.
I think they got that wrong.
Confused.
Megan McNally is watching Clones of Bruce Lee.
Orphan Black spin-off. Skylar Medley is watching Eye in the Sky. It's the NSA. I'm sorry.
Megan Preyes is watching Prey TV.
Corey Springfield is watching Spring in a Small Town.
Ilka is watching Milk.
With a question mark, like an actual question mark. Jack Sedor Who is watching Doctor Who. Whoa.
Nicole Allen is watching Nicole Kidman, the girl from Oz.
Courtney White is watching Snow White.
Bridget Carey Davis is watching Carrie.
Jennifer Cornwell is watching Well Wishes.
Sophia Koch is watching The Sopranos.
Ash Roselle is watching Red Rose.
Jackie Burkhart's watching Heart Flatline to Finish Line.
Whoa. Beth Fonseca is watching A Fond Kiss.
Jackie Bergiulio is watching Amazon Jack.
Wow, that's rude. Christina Contreras is watching Falling for Christmas.
Ian Murphy is watching Murder of Innocence.
Kendall Berg is watching The West by Ken Burns.
I know that name because of the lenses. It's on all of the lenses.
It's in iMovie, and that's all I have to know.
Oh, yeah, that too. Allie McGregor is watching Shade of Grey.
Megan Grilly is watching Mega Shark vs. Colossus.
Chloe Ireland is watching St. Patrick, Apostle of Ireland.
Taco Roach is watching Making a Giant Ice Cream Taco.
My content. Haley Cadwalder is watching Shadows on the Wall.
Camellia Malky's watching Chopping Mall. Interesting.
Maddie Pullman's watching Poldark.
Amanda Pete is watching Happy Feet and is not happy.
Caitlin Whalen is watching A Whale of a Tale.
Cody Robinson is watching Breaking the Codes.
Lauren Chavon is watching Shivers.
Dana Daly's watching Daily Life in the Medieval World.
Megan Wilson is watching Son of Rambo.
But that's a rainbow. It was like me. Claire Wood is watching Something in the Woods.
Anna Hernandez is watching Anastasia.
Jenna Gordonier is watching Annoying Orange presents Gourdzilla. No. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's there.
Wow.
Sarah is watching This Thing with Sarah.
Flynn and Drew are watching Draw Hard.
It's like Drawsome, but really intense. Bridget Dubin is watching Adventures of the Sin Bin.
Hillary Gay is watching Beverly Hills 90210.
Mackenzie Knight is watching Teen Night.
And Rachel Evans is watching My Cousin Rachel. So I'm going to have to say the rest of the Beach Bonches are watching one of those niche, like, rain for 15-hour type things.
That's like the stuff that you find on YouTube for white noise, but it's
on your
there.
TV, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Holly Stark,
Allison Francois,
Ashley Riefenberger,
Joanna Jensen,
Mallory,
Allie Malone,
Kathleen Wynn,
Rose Barnett.
So thanks, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee
Maybe
with Chrachel.
You should, if you have it, you should check out those videos and let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, there's especially My Cousin Rachel. I need to know, like, what about or Gourdzilla? Okay, Jenna Gordonier.
Making
come on.
that giant ice cream taco. I want to know.
That's so niche. It's like a whole show about one thing. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys on what day? Monday.
Yeah, Monday, I guess. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.